Dire team ban. Newbee.
Hello everybody, what's happening? It is Group A action here on the secondary stream. I am Dakota. This handsome gentleman right over here is young Gary Oldman, aka LeCox.
You said beautiful young Gary Oldman. You forgot to say beautiful.
Congratulations on best makeup for Darkest Hour, by the way.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. So look at this. We're going to be hopping right in to a all-Chinese affair. It is Newbee going against Vici Gaming. Should be a bit of a doozy. Looks like neither of these teams, no, Newbee has not played yet, while Vici Gaming is one loss down at the moment. So still a lot of games ahead of us. These teams battling it out to hopefully secure a top 2 position in the group. Of course, those top 2 positions will get the auto move on into the main event. Otherwise, you're going to be battling it out for that 3rd through 6th position where they play in the breakout bracket. As long as they stay away from the scary bottom 2, auto eliminated.
Yeah, you don't want to be there. I mean, best of ones are brutal, but that's how I like it.
Earlier
like
today,
if you want to play a game, you should step up. I mean, you're playing, what, 7 games?
Yeah.
You should at least win a couple of them.
Yeah, probably. Especially if you're here at a major, I think that you should probably win some games. That's probably required. They're getting right into the action here. But what are we going to be looking for from these teams? I actually had the opportunity earlier to talk with Kaka a bit, and he had a bit of vote of confidence right there. This is, of course, a team that has pushed past those scary shuffles of the rosters. They've stuck together. They have a good thing going, and just oozing kind of confidence. Would you say they're probably the best team in China right now, Newbee?
Oh, well, Vici Gaming is looking really strong on the paper. That's the best Vici team that they have, but Newbee is known as Chinese Slayers, so probably Newbee has an upper hand, even though they were looking kind of shaky in the past 2-3 months. The inconsistency kicks in a lot of the teams, but still I would say it's more into Newbee's side. I would say 60-40.
Well, let's see, based on the first couple of picks, who's going to get the early head start into the draft here. Our first couple of bans, Newbee getting rid of the Elder Titan. Lady Death Prophet has got to go. Omni Knight out of this one. Vici Gaming, early priority on banning out the Naga and the Witch Doctor. They follow up with getting rid of the new Dark Willow. But look what they've been able to secure for themselves. That's a pretty solid 1-2 punch coming out from Vici Gaming here. You get Tiny and Razor.
Yeah, I mean, Tiny is a hero that can be played on any lane. If they pick a lot of counters to a Tiny, you can just throw him on position 4, which OG likes to play. I prefer Newbee's opening, Disruptor Sanking. Most of the time they open with position 5 and the 4.
You like that?
Yeah, even though Sanking can be played as 3, but since they have Kaka and Fate, it's probably going to be position 4. Like, Sanking is one of the best heroes at the moment that you can have. It's a reliable stun. He's good at every stage of the game. No surprise there. DP has been one of the most popular picks in the last, let's say, 3-4 months. Especially in Chinese scene, that hero has been first picked most of the time.
Would you say Razor is like, I don't want to say a substitute for DP, but is Razor like your go-to if DP's taken out of the pool and you still want to be able to achieve the same kind of play style? He does kind of fit the same play style. You know, he's very strong, very aggressive in the lane, able to kind of push through towers, siege objectives.
5 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
but I would still prefer DP to have rather than Razor. DP's physical damage output is way more than Razor, and it opens up the Roche, which is a big deal.
I like the heads-up ban there by Newbee on the Bane. I think we even saw it a bit earlier today in one of the other matches. I noticed the Bane-Razor duo being able to sleep, sap away the damage. It's pretty pungent stuff.
Yeah, that's the old-school combo. Also, Omni Knight is out. No Naga Siren, so we're not going to see a Disruptor Naga combos. Another Lycan ban. Against VJ Thunder, they first banned it. I mean, Sylar is probably the best Lycan player. So that could be the reason. I mean, Lycan was nerfed a little bit, nothing too much. Some armor removed. The biggest change was the cooldown in his ulti. So that's a big nerf.
Yeah.
But you can still, the hero is still playable if you play around the timings. If you get the good timings on your items, on your Necrobook, Helm of the Dominator.
So fast. I'm sure it would be trouble for someone like Razor to be able to latch him down. Even the Tiny might have
they might
trouble getting a hold of him.
Yeah, they might want to try to get Gyro on side of Newbee. Or maybe even Vici, sorry. Gyro's a hero who doesn't like to be ran at. And,
team pick.
I know you mentioned that Tiny could play anything, but that would mean that they're going to be holding out their support staff till the end. While Newbee have been just kind of banning out supports, it looks like here since the Omni takeout. Chen kind of wiggling his way further through this draft before finally getting the ban, but as I speak it, here's going to be our first support for Vici Gaming side. They're going to go with good old Bounty Hunter on this one.
I'm surprised that Chen actually survived. In my book, Chen feels like the most broken hero at the moment. Like the sandbag from Chen is... We saw in the game today when Mineski played it, they had nothing to stop the sandbag, and it was just free save from Chen. Like they couldn't kill anyone. I'm not even sure if you want to balance out the hero, how would you do it?
He's like one of those heroes. I mean, there is a skill involved with playing him. You got to be pretty damn good to be able to pull off high tier Chen play. So nerfing it is always like a bit delicate, I'd imagine. What about the Bounty Hunter here? Like, what is the purpose? What are they looking to add in with that a bit? I mean, obviously, he'll provide a good sense of vision for the team, a good influx of gold with the track coming online. Is it just primarily putting it into, like, early game harassment around the lanes?
I mean, Bounty is... I don't feel Bounty is that strong anymore, especially on the mid lane, because towers are closer to each other, so he does not have a space to work on. Like, you hit a hero and suddenly you're in a tower. There's some ugly and unfamiliar face for me, Lion.
Whoa. You don't see too much Lion nowadays, huh?
Nope.
Enchantress was picked before it. I don't want to just flat out say the Lion's there to be able to blast the lady down, but having that bit of burst would be pretty nice to have.
Yeah, he can keep Enchantress in a place for a Razor. Could be a substitute to, let's say, a Bane. A lot of damage will be sucked if they want to have a Razor against. But I doubt it. I still think they could throw Razor on mid. They can still swap things around with Tiny Razor. I mean, both of them can be played at any lane.
Feeling a BKB core hero for Newbee, possibly. I mean, you got a lot of disable out coming between the burst of Tiny and now Lion kind of being in the equation here. Do you think Gyrocopter could be a possible option for Newbee side? I know it was something you brought up for the Vici side.
Yeah, since Lycan is out, that could be a good pickup. Gyro, one of the heroes also that is good at every stage of the game, especially on a mid lane, can't really get harassed against the Bounty Hunter.
Where would you like to see the Enchantress kind of take shape in this one here for Newbee side? I mean,
well,
is this
it's probably going to be an off-lane Ench.
How times have come around. Off-lane Ench, really? I mean, that was like the old American standard for quite a while. To see
then
Newbee
it fallen off,
considered.
then it was popular once again.
Yeah.
The hero's pretty hard to take down, especially if she gets the help early on, or if you have like not a good heroes against her. Let's say Bounty is good at the early levels. Later on, he kind of falls off. Lion is decent. They just need to get a good safe lane hero against her. Razor is fine early on. So Queen of Pain into Lion. That's kind of ballsy, but it's SCCC's, I suppose, most played hero. And he has that sunken relic, so his Queen of Pain just shines.
That's got to be the big reason, right? Yeah. Intriguing pickup, though. I imagine she's a very elusive kind of hero, but there's plenty of lockdown, plenty of CC already available on the side of Vici Gaming for this one. So does that put just heavier emphasis that SCCC is going to have to do a dominating performance in the laning phase to be able to kind of keep that momentum going? I feel like if Queen of Pain kind of struggled in the earlier part of this game, she would find herself struggling to really be relevant for the rest of the game.
They also picked Queen of Pain against the Bounty Hunter. She's really not influenced by the rotation. If he hits her, he gets Shadow Striked in the face, needs to go heal.
All right, couple of bans coming out here. It looks like a puck is going to be taken off the field here from the side of Newbee, while Vici Gaming get rid of the
10
PL
seconds remaining.
on their own front. Not really that BKB kind of hero, but I guess they just...
5 seconds
They have
remaining.
initiation in a sanking, good team fight control with the disruptor. They just need something to scale well.
Yeah.
Gyro should still be a fine pick for Newbee.
Gyro potentially for that late game. We'll see. Any thoughts on something like a Morphling, let's say?
Sure, that sounds good. Or if they want to run a tri-lane, they can go for a Luna.
Ah, Luna. Lady Luna. Possibly could be a pickup here. Also one potential to pick a BKB and be kind of a Gyro-esque pick. But no, they're going to go for Lifestealer. He's got the built-in BKB, so I guess that fills that check mark. You got a vehicle and your Queen of Pain to be able to blink in and drop them off.
Yeah, most of the time you pick Razor to counter Lifestealer. This time it's
10 seconds
it's the
remaining.
opposite.
I don't know, man.
5
I mean, I
seconds
know we're looking at Newbee to be kind of a, a very tough challenge here possibly for Vici Gaming, but their draft is just oozing confidence, right? I mean, these pickups, first the Queen of Pain, now the Lifestealer, when you already got a Razor and some fair amount of lockdown. He's going to be sweating that rage button quite a bit, but maybe just Newbee relying on clean technique and strong laning to be able to just push them through and put them way ahead of the game, that there's not going to be too worry of the threat out there. Final pickups an Underlord for old 11.
Yeah, I prefer to have young 11 on initiating heroes with a blink dagger, something like a panda. He's really awesome on that hero. He always hits his timings right, and then he just controls the game from the offlane. With Underlord, it's kind of a different story. That hero needs so much to come online and doesn't join fights easily.
Vici Gaming have one of the most evil-looking lineups I've ever seen.
Yeah, maybe Tiny is a friendly face. If they threw out Tiny and have, let's say, I don't know, your picture, it would be...
Yeah.
it would be really scary, man.
Well, what about the scalability, though? I mean, are they putting all of their chips on, like, Razor Tiny to kind of pull out this late game? And is that a duo you'd be confident could take it super far?
It's going to be a mid lane Tiny, judging by the items. So they are looking at Tiny's Blink Dagger timing or Shadow Blade, whatever he decides to go for. Probably it's going to be a good Blink Dagger game this time. So they will play around it. They kind of lack damage to the towers. Like Lion, both supports don't provide anything, but if Underlord gets some damage, Razor takes the damage, and they have a 3 grab from Tiny, they should be okay.
Hard and heavy movement already coming out here from the Vici squad. They send little Fenrir out in front on the Bounty Hunter to scout things out. Looks like he spotted little Moogie over there on the Lifestealer. Tries to move on in. Plants down a ward. It looks like it may have gone unnoticed by Faith, who was patrolling nearby. He is sporting that sentry ward. So I'm curious if he has the intuition to be able to possibly go for the early counter. Otherwise, we are going to be seeing a bit of a vision advantage down in the bottom for Vici Gaming to move around a bit. I know you were mentioning for a Bounty Hunter, the towers are much closer together, so he doesn't have as much room to do his thing. Does that deter him more from the mid lane now, and we're going to be seeing him probably put more attention on one of these other lanes of Newbee? Where would you prioritize the Bounty Hunter, I guess, and say?
He's going to need to help out Underlord, probably going to pull the wave for him, so he gets the lane back, gets more experience. Underlord is really not a hero that you just throw on the offlane and say...
You can't just throw him, really.
Yeah,
He's
if you pressure him early on, get a couple of kills on him, that hero feels so underwhelming.
He's like just so big and fat, you just want to put him in the lane and let him just slowly bulldoze his way through it and hope that the other team tends to ignore him for a while. But he's going cross-country here. It looks like taking a trip all the way from down south up to the north here, as there's going to be a bit of an audible call after the early scouting of Vici. Looks like they want to change things up a bit. Fenrir looking ahead to the high ground. They do have that vision, but no heavy opportunity to make a move onto Faith. They will, however, be able to grab up that bounty rune. And they're going to trade it equally because it looks like KP was able to grab the Vici side bounty rune up in north here.
So they know Underlord is top. The Newbee should start swapping lanes. They don't want to have Underlord in 1v1 scenario against the Enchantress. It's a free farm for Underlord. So with the swapping, just by running there, they have an advantage because I don't think Vici wants to have Underlord against this tri-lane.
So hard move up there. We'll see if Newbee's going to make the rotation already. KP has headed all the way down south to that bottom lane now, so it looks like the rotation's happening as we speak. Over nearby, some casual trading between Kaka and Fenrir, it would look like, but support's just kind of duking it out for now as they get their bearings in these lanes. SCCC, Queen of Pain versus Ori's Tiny here. It's already a bit of an advantage for Tiny at 5-3. Queen of Pain yet to get her first CS. I know SCCC is one of the best in the game in the mid lane, but he's already got his work cut out for him. He's going to be able to pull the creeps back, but man, Tiny is making her work for it. Under the tower and going for the denies.
Yeah, Tiny is so annoying to play against. You can deny, harass, and kill creeps with just one hit. Broken.
Tomorrow's patch day, so we'll see what happens. Early creep picked up here from KP down south as they try to bully back 11, who's made a reappearance back in the bottom lane, but they didn't do the full committed rotation, so they kind of have a tri-lane still to bully the Underlord back, but it's going to be a share of farm. Kind of awkward for Mugi right now. But look at this heavy dive. Are they going to make a commitment on for 11? Do they even see the man? No, they don't. Comes his way out through the tree. They spot him now. They're going to hit him with the flesh wounds here. Kaka moving in, nursing the stun, commits it now, and that's going to be your first blood going to Mugi.
Yeah, they should rotate. Like they have the Disruptor who was on top, just leeching the XP. He's level 2.5, which is actually good for Newbee. So they are starting to top right now in chat. This is gonna be top, and they're just gonna keep Mugi on the bottom.
The square dance continues as they do-side-do mid lane. Rock's going to be chucked onto the Batwoman and a tree as well. But look who's coming in from behind. It's Kaka. He's got a haste rune. He's going to poke at Ori a bit to try to ease the pain of the mid lane. But he's going to be going all the way across up top to continue the rotations out here. Heavy emphasis on securing a strong laning phase here for both teams, obviously. But, 11 in trouble yet again. Hit with the open wounds, hit with the Thunder Strike. There's no chance for this man to make it away. There was even a glimpse about to come up. He goes down yet again. This is unfortunate for Vici.
Yeah, that's the problem with Underlord. Like, he doesn't have a lane where he can go right now. He should start moving top instead, because if he stays bottom, he's just gonna die all over again. Against Lifestealer and Disruptor, they can slow him down, they can send him back so he can't TP. Really tough Underlord game. That's why I propose that maybe something better, something tempo controlling hero could have been better instead of Underlord.
Well, they're stuck with the big pig, so he's going to slow walk himself all the way back to that top lane like you were suggesting, hoping for a promising land of farm for him.
Mid lane.
Yep. Toss her on up and down, and they're going to finish her off. It's Ori who does get that last hit. Vici will be able to strike back and get themselves on the board with that one.
Yeah, Bounty didn't
But 11.
Bounty didn't skill anything, he was just saving a point. Most of the players just go for Janata, don't even get Shuriken Toss until level 4. So they can snipe the chicken. Underlord already used another TP. So
he TP'd just to the tower to get away from that trouble. Just now he's just like, I gotta get the hell out of here. This is the worst. Bottom lane, Faith in a bit of trouble, but he glimpses his ass away and he's gonna be fine. Another TP out.
I think the swapping should stop now. Like,
yeah, what time is too late for the swapping?
I don't think they're gonna swap anything.
11 is just like, Lord have mercy, leave me alone. They are just not giving this man an elbow room to breathe, and they're going to try to swarm in. Fenrir's like, man, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I'm a bounty hunter. I can't really help you right now. Mugi's going to finish him, and suddenly this man is on a killing spree already. This Underlord, it hurts right now. He's got no promising area to farm up. I'm very curious to see how Vici try to pull this one around. Heavy attention somewhere else is going to be necessary to pull focus away from this Underlord to be relevant at some point.
Yeah, he wish he had boots there so he can run to the lanes faster.
Look, yeah, he'll be there tomorrow.
It's going to be a tough time. 500 for boots. Yeah. So they will need to use Tiny and Razor to come. I'm not gonna say come back into the game, but this Underlord is gonna have a really hard time recovering. No stacks whatsoever because there was swapping for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So he's top again. Let's see what happens.
Well, Kaka's already on him, so he gets the good high five. Welcome back to the lane. Do you think that because extra attention is going to be on the Tiny and the Razor to succeed, does that mean Tiny, well, speak of the devil, Tiny looking to make a move in. Nice move from Lanham, popping through the trees, guerrilla warfare style, able to get the stun, but they can't get the finish. SCCC is going to be able to blink away. Very close. Love the cute play on that one. Glimpse pullback, but obviously not going to be getting too much further. I mean, Vici's making moves. They're trying to make something happen, but already it's becoming a little troublesome.
I mean, Vici is doing good in the 2 lanes, mid lane, and I'm not sure what that lane is called, where Razor is, because they swapped 5 times.
Yeah, the 3rd lane.
Yeah, just the 3rd lane for Vici.
Wonder if Tiny's going to have to bull rush the Blink Dagger. That's what I was talking about before. Oh, if he was, it's going to take a little bit longer potentially. They get a good setup here. Stun lead in from Kaka. They drop down the kinetic field to lock him in his place. Lanham shows up, but he misses the stun. Kaka's just too damn fast. He does turn around and get the stun off, but then they just make it a +1 as Lanham will also fall. Can we make it a +2? Looking to go for Fenrir. Can't quite get the kinetic field. He tries to hide within the trees. He'll be fine, but ouch. Starting to bleed out pretty heavy here. Vici Gaming in the early laning phase. The best thing going for him, though, is that both Razor and Tiny are pulling in the best CS in the game. Paparazzi has been working pretty hard here in the bottom lane for a bit.
Yeah, but the thing is, Paparazzi is not involved in any of the kills so far. I mean, they have 1 kill, though, to start with, but you should use that Razor to get
I mean, they're hoping. I'm assuming they're hoping he builds up some sort of muscle that when they get him involved in the fights, they can help guarantee that they'll be able to get their objective done with any sort of additive damage. He's going to go for the drums next, it looks like, so helping add in with the mobility and survivability. Mid lane. Oh, try to go for the toss back. Very cute play. Not able to get it, and now he may pay the price. Kaka again to show up. Gets a nice burrow strike. Kinetic field. It's another tri-lane here suddenly for Newbee. They got the glimpse back on top of it. Ori tosses him up and down. They need one more attack. Can they get it? He's poisoned. He's ticking, but he's holding on. He's going to be fine. And look at this, a turnaround play, a stun on forward. The first to drop's actually going to be the Queen of Pain. Kaka could be next. Faith is there. He actually sees the ward, gets the quick takedown of it. No further blood will be shed.
So actually, Tiny got the last hit with that avalanche. He's going to need some stacks. Are there any stacks for Tiny?
Yeah,
nope.
no.
Everyone's just moving
Everyone's
around
too
the
busy
map.
moving around dancing. They don't have time to hang out in the jungle. So much attention is necessary in these lanes. The gank movement is already pretty damn heavy, especially from Newbee's side. Kaka has been putting in some heavy mileage across every lane.
Yeah, name one more iconic duo than Sanking and Kaka.
Peanut butter and jelly. Gotcha.
All right. Maybe that's American thing, like.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Like worldwide known thing. Go.
Ham and cheese.
All right.
I don't know. I only can think of food, apparently. I'm hungry. Well, how's our Uber Lord friend doing? Oh, he's hiding in the trees, so it's still kind of a tough time. I like how Newbee are still hiding themselves from the top lane a bit, always kind of keeping Vici guessing as far as where the hell they could suddenly show up. Does look like Mugi is going to get scouted out here from Fenrir, but Mugi is not only bringing in some good farm, pulling himself up to 2nd in CS, but he has all those kills under his belt on top of it too. 3-0. He's going straight for the armlet. He's not too far off from it. But yep, as Fog pointed out, or that's you probably, right?
Yeah.
The boots have been acquired. The man's got some hits. But just as he gets those new shoes, gets harassed from Kaka, but that's when Fenrir shows his ugly mug. Kaka's going to be forced back, and as Mugi steps forward, they back off a bit here. Heavy tension.
Yeah, 10 minutes in, we have Bounty, who's almost level 5. Same goes for Lion, so I wonder who's going to buy a Tome. Probably it's going to be a Bounty, but if they want to try to find a kill right now, it should be Lion.
Yeah, it's like you need the finger probably to get the kill, but
Yeah.
you want the track when you get that kill. So that's quite the predicament there. I don't blame them, but here they're going to try to make at least some action happen. They pop the smoke and they begin their journey down below, where we see Faith and KP currently residing. Faith in the middle of a bit of a pull. If he lingers there a little too long, could get spotted out in a bit of trouble, but they want that bigger prize, I imagine, in KP.
They should be careful about it. They can see Queen of Pain is on the mid lane, has a double damage and TP ready with ulti.
Oh, yeah, good call. She steps in with that ult. It could be trouble, but they're going in. They see Faith, and they have faith that they'll be able to bring him down swiftly, and they do. No rotations coming out, just a quick hit job on the support.
Yeah, I like what the Fenrir was doing. He was just sitting on the mid lane collecting XP, and if Queen of Pain decides to TP, he'll just cancel it with Shuriken.
Yep. Top lane, it looks like we got some levels on our Underlord friend, getting close to that level 7, and with the benefit of 3 levels into Firestorm, he's now able to chunk down these waves a bit. But again, there's really no contention at all from Newbee and the Sand King. So still pulling pretty good for Newbee here as far as the laning phase is concerned. And I imagine SCCC, if he's not able to find a TP ult play, he might just go hunting here soon enough.
He's fine with just farming on the mid lane. There's a catapult, so he's pressuring the
He's not going to be
tower.
fine. Look at that move. Boom! Oh, quick blink out. I love the play, but SCCC is on it and will blink away before Landon can get any sort of stun up. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Faith forced to drop down the ulti to keep them off his back. But man, Paparazzi not going to look to let him go. He's able to bring him down, but is he going to lose his own life? Does have to just snap down the courier, but he will lose his life for it.
It's still worth it. A courier.
Yeah?
Yeah, a courier for the Razor.
He was top net worth in the game, but yeah, taking out the courier is pretty nice. Oh, Lanham, the wrong side of the river, going for the TP. Can he make it out? No. One more chunk of damage is going to be there to do it. And back and forth we go. Now Mugi dominating 4-0.
Underlord getting the levels, farming jungle, a lot of attention drawn to a bottom and a mid lane. So he is having a good time actually top.
Super happy now. But what does he do though? Is his objective like, let's get that tier 1 in the bottom lane down, or is it to, you know, eventually bring the team together here? It looks like he's slotting up for some heavy utility with the pipe in his queue. So I'm not sure if it's like a pipe and roam is 5. Well, I guess that answers my question. He's already with the team here at the bottom lane, so it looks like he wants to roll with the posse.
Yeah, they want to use that Razor. Razor is super farm, but can't be left alone.
He's got those drums, and he's going right to BKB after.
I guess they're going to use Lifestealer Infest to try to get some kills with Kaka.
Kaka working his way towards that Blink Dagger. 1,400 gold in his pockets, not too far off. Considering how much movement he's been doing in the game and kill participation, I'd say it's pretty fair timing. Here we go, the dynamic duo, Fenrir and Lanham on the prowl. Fenrir, uh-oh, that creep's got something special in it. They hit him with the net, they pop him on out, and they quickly shred apart the little lion. Just gobble him on up. Paparazzi forced to try to drum him away, but they glimpse him on back. He tries to go for a frantic TP out, and he's going to be able to make it away. Good heads-up play.
Maybe Queen of Pain could have gotten the kill if she used the sticks and ulti.
Ah, yeah.
A little bit of misplay there. Sanking stun was ready in a second. Nice play there overall by Razor. So they have 2 deep 4s inside of Vici Gaming, but Newbee also has a little bit of the same spot where they have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can actually see what's going on. When they enter their jungle, they have a lot of vision.
Yeah, a nice 1 defensive ward. I guess just anticipating that, you know, your bounty and your lion, just as we saw before, are going to be continuing to go back on the move. And here they are yet again. A smoke is ready. They're looking to make a move in. KP walks forward and potentially into serious trouble. Oh my God, the little lady just got blasted to hell. Yeah, she is gone.
That's a lot of commitment just to kill Enchantress.
They're just pissed. That was just like, you know what, enough's enough, all right?
No, I need to use the finger. I have it for the past 5 minutes almost.
Yeah.
So that's a reveal for Tiny Blink Dagger. Finger is used. They want to pressure the tower. It's going to go down quickly with Tiny tree grab. Meanwhile, on the top lane, you have similar action. Whenever your tier 1 is threatened, there's a mirror movement from enemy team. They just, most of the time, just go for tier 1 tower.
Kaka is so close to that Blink Dagger. He is currently tracked up, but he knows he wants to maybe park a creep on the side here, pick up that Blink Dagger and get moving here. Stop or push.
All right, he just wants it before
Dire's
the next
top
fight.
tower is under attack.
He's tracked so they can see him.
And Newbee are just trucking down this top lane. They're like, you're going to go on our bottom lane, we're just going to go out your top lane here. We're happy to kind of
Radiant's
split the
bottom
difference
tower
from each
is under
side.
attack.
Phantom drops down a couple of wards here. Would be able to spot out the nearby Newbee Faith. Faith's just trying to be that snarky little disruptor. Maybe he catches a TP in on the tower and says, nah. But look at that. Faith actually is already snarky in his own way. Gets the ward down. Meanwhile, Mugi avoiding the stun trouble there. Continues his farm.
They're going to have a hard time controlling this life stealer because they have nothing that goes through the BKB.
Whoa. Faith. See you later. Tried to at least draw some attention towards himself, and he pulls 4 Vici members that direction. Kind of tanks the gank, if you will, so that SCCC isn't going to be hit with trouble. But look at this Kaka. Has that Blink Dagger. He's parked up in this top lane. And he's got a backpack of a Life Stealer here. Paparazzi on the low ground. He's charging up the epicenter, and he makes his move. Bada bing, bada boom, see you later. Even the SCCC ult on top of it. This time they will not make that mistake. And they're going to look to follow it up with a big pig here. 11. There's the stun. He's quite tough. Land him with a good set of stuns. That's a nice pit. Are Newbee going to try to fight this one out? Mugi says, I certainly will. Rages, goes to the high ground, joins SCCC, and they're going to get the finish on Delana. Meanwhile, 11, him and Fenrir will get the hell out. But Mugi with another kill. This one looks in favor of Newbee, and they might just make it that much sweeter with a +1 tower in the mid lane.
Yeah, still a decent trade for Vici. I mean, Razor died, but they got some track gold as well. They need more items to fight. They desperately need that BKB on a Razor so they can blow him up.
Ori in the trees. Is he thinking about doing something? He has the blink. Ah, he's thinking about denying that tower. Well played.
How mad would you be if someone does that to you?
A little seething, but oh, this might make it a bit easier though. Nice little bounty hunter pickup. See, that would make me mad as a bounty hunter, because now you're just like, okay, really? They have a sentry ward there? There's, where are the rules? You're just gonna put sentry wards anywhere like that?
Yeah, with the next team fight, if Newbee gets 2 or more kills, it easily opens up the Roche for them, with the Life Stealer having a Deso plus Enchantress heal and Untouchable.
Yeah, they are residing pretty heavy in Vici's territory right now. They've totally taken over their jungle.
And the problem for Vici Gaming is that...
Sorry.
For later.
Oh, wait, Bounty Hunter's dead again?
Maybe
Jesus Christ, Mugi's now godlike? This man is just gobbling up kills non-stop. There's the Glimpse pullback coming in from Faith. Looking to go for the John Stockton assist here for Mugi. Traps him down within the ulti. Paparazzi's showing up with a BKB though, and he looks to lash it on home. Can they get a hold of Mugi here? He's got a huge bounty on top of him, and they're going to be able to take him down. Yummy money right now for Vici Gaming.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold, a lot of XP as well. It's a godlike streak.
Paparazzi finally makes a heavy debut into a good team fight, and it feels pretty worth it.
But still, the problem with Vici's lineup is they don't have support to show up waves fast. They have a Lion and the Bounty Hunter.
Very true.
On the other side, you have a Sanking who clears pretty quickly, Caustic and just 1 burrow.
I mean, I guess the cores can kind of pick up the slack a little bit. You have Firestorm of your Underlord. Tiny should be able to wipe a wave in a matter of like a blast or 2. But you're right, it would be nice if your support staff can kind of take care of the lane equilibrium a bit more for your team while the cores are busy farming and maybe prioritizing some openings.
Yeah, if you look where the creeps are standing most of the time, they're on the side of Vici or in the center of the river, which benefits newbies way more because the map is opened up for them. Oh, again, Young 11 caught on mid.
Yep, move in from Kaka. Nice gangbusters action here from Newbee. They're going to get the one takedown. Paparazzi at it yet again. Looking to go for Mugi. This arch nemesis to your Razor. Oh, he's able to pop into the creep real quick, but is he going to be able to make it out from this? Certainly not. Paparazzi seems to have Mugi's number, but SEC looking to go for a bit of vengeance here. Oh no, Faith zapped down with 2 hits, blasted apart. KP though is going to get the revenge, but he may also lose his own life. Hit with the finger, hit with the stun, but he's good. The heal just doing so much for him. Now wants to chase down Fenrir. That same ward taunts him a bit, but wow, trades from both sides.
Yeah, that's not a good trade for Newbee. Couple of track kills. Again, Lifestealer died, has a lot of net worth, fed away almost 450. But, I mean, they don't have anything that goes through the rage, but once the rage is down, plus they have a track so they can kite around. They just need more items. They're gonna need a 4-staff on Bounty, and the line is getting close to his Blink Dagger, so after the rage is down, they can just shade on.
Uh-oh. Looks like a good spot onto Faith there. Faith just dishing out the ult, maybe hoping to set something up for at least Kaka here. Kaka looking to get the fall through, can't quite get Lanham. Fenrir shows up in the nick of time, but well, he gets dropped because Mugi comes in over the shoulder of Kaka here. And that seems to be the story of these fights. Ooh, good swift jump out from Ori here. Ori gonna go right for the TP, or not, he will stay. Paparazzi shows up to play, makes his move in, gets a decent amount of damage, and Ori's gonna pick up that kill. Moving on to Wicked Sick, a 2 for 2, but taking down that Enchantress, pretty tasty.
Yeah, also the top tower is gonna get a lot of damage. There's a catapult, almost 500 damage taken.
Good split pressure here.
A lot of chaotic fights. Like there's a couple of fights simultaneously happening.
Yeah.
Top lane again.
Ayo! It's 11, just trying to defend it on out. He pops the pipe just to get a good smoke in before he goes, you know. But will Mugi and Kaka make it away? They are tracked and spotted. They're thinking about pursuing, but it looks like Paparazzi and Fenrir do not want to go too far.
Oh, they have a center ward.
Making a move in. SCCC gets the poison, it looks like, onto Tiny. And now they're thinking about turning it around. Faith tries to glimpse one back, does get it onto Paparazzi, and that might be enough to stop the pursuit. The rest of the Newbee squad were right there waiting. Some attention around the Roche pit here.
Yeah, so when the next fight comes and ends, probably the Roche will be taken down. Still pretty even game, 1k, less than 1k net worth lead for Newbee. Phenopain has that Orchid ready, so she can blow up Lion in these fights easily. Lion's getting close to a Blink Dagger, so Bounty should be the one buying the wards until Lion gets the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, now that Bounty, well, Bounty is, so, yeah, it is going to hold off his 4-staff a bit, but obviously having that map vision would be a higher priority for him. It looks like he's already gone in pretty deep, gets one up near the Newbee secret shop there. And Newbee themselves, they're on a smoke move here. Looks like they're going to use it to go right into the Roche pit and try to do a secret culvert mission. Don't say it too loud, they're doing Roche.
Yeah,
don't tell them.
It's going to take them some time. Lanes are pushed for Vici, so they know they're either smoke or doing Roche. There's a scan coming out. Kaka is just showing on mid, like trying to force them away from the Roche idea.
Yeah, I think it's like you said, I think Vici may have spotted out some sort of smoke play or something. They just hurdled together defensively, but it seems like they're not privy at all to the idea that it was actually all for the Roche. Now Roche is going to get done successfully, and that means an extra life is going to be put into the pocket of Mugi on this one, but uh-oh. Nice action here, a good stun back, a throwback comes in from Ori. KP gets blasted to high hell and going to be taken apart, but Mugi looking to go for a follow-up pill, potentially onto Lanham. We'll get that one. Move in, epicenter, heavy blast, but he's a big boy here. Working through that pipe has never been harder, but they're finally going to get 11 down. Now a counter fire yet again, looking to go for SECC, but he's able to jump back and away here. And the dust will settle here of a 2-for-2 trade, but uh-oh. Glimpse back for Paparazzi. Mugi thinking about going for the chase, but then quickly 180s the other direction. They're just a little too weak and wounded and short on supply to try to make more happen.
Yeah, feels like both teams do not want to commit because they have a lot of damage to deal to the towers, especially with the Underlord, Razor, Knights with the Deso. So if they lose a fight, they can easily take down tier 3 towers. What do you call a life stealer with an Aegis? Life stealer? What?
Double life stealer?
Yeah.
Second life stealer?
I'll escort myself out.
Are you going to leave? Bottom lane, Ori hiding within the trees here. Mugi confidently walking on down. We'll see if Ori uses this opportunity to call the team over for a potential setup, but this is some newbie members hiding within the trees themselves. 11. Uh-oh. He just showed himself. Dropping down that firestorm, and that means that SCCC is going to jump within the trees to look for him. It looks like they're not going to get the easy catch. Instead, start putting their focus onto the tower here, and boom, just like that, Ori annihilates Faith. That's going to get rid of that big ulti, and they are starting to whip and chase down Mugi. Mugi's going to bail out, and that is going to leave poor KP behind with the wolves of Vici Gaming.
Yeah, Ori is the one who's doing a ton of work with that tiny, those back tosses. He's the one who's initiating.
Oh, SCCC tries to make a bold play here. He jumps to the mid lane to cut the wave, but does he get tracked out? Lanham jumps in. Looks like he's not going to be in too much trouble, and this turns into him just kind of actually pulling focus onto himself and creating a bit of space.
Yeah, he has a BKB ready. There's no creeps around, so Bounty can't use the Shuriken to interrupt it.
And that's going to be the end of that here. Net worth still belonging in favor of Vici Gaming's side at this point. Not by a whole lot, just a nice little cute 2K advantage. But still an Aegis on the side of Newbee here. I imagine they're going to want to try to put this to some work soon. Smoke does come together here for the side of Vici, so it looks like they're kind of counting down the moments here. Maybe when that Aegis might expire and try to make some action happen.
Yes, they still need to use this Underlord. He's more of a mid-late game oriented hero, but he lacks items. The only item he has at the moment is pretty much Pipe. He has a Vanguard, which benefits only himself. Can't really keep him alive in these fights, especially against the Lifestealer and the Burst and Queen of Pain.
All right, we got smokes on both sides here. Vici Gaming already parked inside the secret shop side of Newbee, and Newbee are trucking down the mid lane. So these teams might not really catch each other, but instead just go for a push down the lane. I mean, 11 is going to have free work onto the tier 1, it looks like, in the top, and they're just going to go for the full clean out. And I'm curious to see if Newbee are going to truck themselves down that mid lane or not. It looks like Kaka using the rest of the smoke time to take his business up to that top lane and see what he might be able to catch here. Oh, they try to pop the dust, spotting with the Sentry Ward initially. They make their move in, and they quickly blow up the Bounty Hunter. Mugi pops out, but then Paparazzi latches onto him and forces him all the way back. Again, leaving behind a couple of casualties here, turning it into another 2-for-2 trade. But KP moving in, trying to chunk down 11. They will be able to get him down before he gets the hell out. And now it's Paparazzi, a man on the run. He has no BKB anymore, no drums. He is able to turn around and help finish out that life of the Life Stealer, but KP and SCCC just slowly wither him down, and it's going to be the Queen of Pain who gets the finish.
Yeah, even if they get those kills, most of the time Bounty Hunter dies first, so there are no track kills. They don't get any bonus gold out of it. Bounty should be careful about positioning in these fights.
Man, those kills alone, that whole situation was already just a 3K gold movement just in favor of Newbee. It's crazy how much that escalated right there. Now they dish out the Fortify, but this is going to be even more money in the bank for Newbee as they secure tier 2.
Now still, if you look at the net worth graph, it's just 1K advantage at the moment for Newbee. So game was pretty much even at every stage, just some small swings.
I guess that's pretty damn impressive for Vici Gaming. I have to look really close at my mini map because the icons are so damn small, but there is all of those tier 2 towers, even a tier 1 tower in the mid lane available for Vici to take down, but they're still hanging in the net worth against Newbee, so their farm game seems to be pretty damn stellar. Newbee are trying to change that, though, and push their lead even further, going for yet another tower, the final outer tower here for Vici Gaming in the bottom lane.
This Enchantress is not getting focused in fights because they need to commit a lot. They need to use either BKB from a Razor or a Finger or combo from a Tiny to actually kill her. But she's the one who's alive in this fight, and that's pure damage dealt, even through the BKB, even against the Tiny. Has what? Well, Tiny has a lot of HP actually, but still it hurts a lot against this Impetus.
Yeah, these Vici Gaming members are going to get all pretty damn tanky. I mean, you were just mentioning Tiny with his 3.2k life. Paparazzi the Razor, 2.5k with the courtesy of the drum, Sange and Yasha. It looks like and Ags is also going to be on the horizon for him. These guys are going to be really tough to take down.
All right, here's the thing.
What?
Level 20 Queen of Pain. She just picked up AoE Shadow Strike.
Ooh.
I don't remember seeing that ever. Okay, I actually saw it once when I misclicked.
I don't know if you saw that, but Faith, now you see him, now you don't. He's gone, and this means a follow-up for Tier 1. And 11. So go on about the Shadow Strike talent here for Queen of Pain. Don't actually shut up. They're going for Kaka right now. He's going to try to make it out of this one with the Yules, but that's not going to be happening. They drop down the Pit of Malice. Lanham's there waiting with a stun. Vici Gaming, I think they're trying to take this one back here. That advantage, that small advantage of Newbee is beginning to wither away and soon will be gone now as they have begun their move. Tier 2 down. Everybody get on my back. We're getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, they need to defend. Again, top tower, 2 siege creeps. Although I felt like they're going to threaten tier 3s. Underlord had a lot of damage from that hero kills. You have Aghanim Scepter on the Razor.
Yeah, with
you have a Tiny with the tree grab.
With that talent too, the highest Storm Strike interval. It's going to be a pretty sexy ultimate coming out here from Razor. These towers could feel like paper mache if they're left unguarded. You ever made anything with paper mache before?
Nope.
Okay. You missed out on a golden party of your childhood, though. Let me tell you what.
I had a good job.
Okay, I believe. Smoke play coming out from Vici Gaming. And Newbee at the same time have set their course elsewhere. They keep their eyes on that Roche pit to see if it will be coming up in the near future here. Double scans coming up from both sides in that neighborhood. Vici will turn the long corner now to come in from the bottom and potentially in from behind of Newbee. This could work out to be fantastic positioning for Vici Gaming if they play their cards right.
The smoke is running out.
Kaka just stunned. Oh, he's dead for sure. Dead to rights. But you know what? It's just one, and he will pretty much give away the whole movement here from Vici Gaming. So tank the gank, if you will. But Roche is up now. I wonder if this is something Vici could find themselves able to snap away.
Now this is the lowest spawn of Roche, which really benefits Vici Gaming. So they're not even checking it. Like, we're not that lucky for Roche.
Certainly
spawn.
not.
Yeah, you should just check it.
Moves in from Newbee to kind of clean things up a bit. SCCC is kind of overtaken the top of the net worth here, and this might be a kill. But was it a bait the whole time? A jump in from Ori immediately bats down Faith. He is gone. Still waiting for the return of Kaka means that Newbee do not have enough ammunition to really take a solid fight. This is just good work from Vici Gaming to recognize that opening and just continue to go on their assault. Now this is Roche time, right? Paparazzi moves in, they spot it out, they ping it out.
Double damage as well.
And a double damage. Man, life couldn't be sweeter. It's a lot like your childhood, I guess.
No.
Here we go. Big ult out. Where are they going to be heading off to? It's top lane, everybody.
Not sure why they're not going for a Roche with that double damage.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to catch Queen of Pain. Lion?
Ooh, yummy. I think that maybe they're trying to think 2 steps ahead. Newbee might think we're doing Roche, so they won't expect the gank to the top. They get that kill. Queen of Pain goes down.
Queen of Pain has a buyback, but so I mean they have enough damage to take down Roche, no doubt about it. But they should be careful about Queen of Pain buying back with big FP. Lincoln Sphere completed on Lifestealer, so that means
Ooh.
Lion is gonna need to pop either Hex or Spirit Spike. I mean, he has Yule.
Oh, hard move in. That buyback is going to be used here. They get the quick, easy kill of 11.
Oh, counter
And
buyback.
he buys back too. Here we go, boys and girls. It's time to play some Dota. Mid lane, attention from both sides. Lanham tries to blink in. Now it's a battle for the wards. Oh no, they're going to make the catch onto Lanham. He gets blasted down, and here comes trouble. It's going to be supports from both sides getting just annihilated. They're all made of paper. They get caught out once from any of these cores. It's just like 2 shots and they're done.
Yeah, he was trying to bait with Lion, but was not quick enough on using that Yule Scepter. So both supports died. 1 buyback on each side, Underlord and Queen of Pain.
I mean, it is a pretty intense moment. The winner of this fight, as long as they have a decent amount to work with afterward, is pretty much guaranteed the Roche. And Vici clearing out this mid lane, continuing to move in, drop the pit, looking to go for Kaka. Could be a big pickoff, but Mugi doesn't want to let it happen. They are going to be able to get that Sand King down, and they might be looking for more. Here comes Paparazzi, zapping and blasting on down Mugi. Mugi struggling to be able to make it away, can't find a way out. He goes down, and another kill streak is going to get gobbled up. This one to Paparazzi, and now they beeline it back to battle it out with the big boy.
Yeah, or his balls, man. Elephant size. Well, what was that? He had no BKB, blinks in right into Epi with Lifestealer near him and still manages to survive. Queen of Pain was not there though. She was afraid of going in, using the combo.
He's getting a bit unnerving now for Newbee here. What was once a 1 to 2K advantage for him is now 6K going the way of Vici Gaming.
So they gave Underlord Aegis. If they keep him, I guess the reason is if they keep him alive, he already fought back, so the respawn time will be longer, and let's say if he uses a bit of Malice.
A battle of supports. Here we go. Yeah. Who's going to win it? Lanham has the finger. Is he going to use it? Yes, he is. They blast him down.
If Queen of Pain dies, this game is going to end.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, they have more than enough damage to take tier 4s as well with the Aghanim Scepter on a Razor, Tiny with AC, 3 grab, and Underlord.
Looks like Queen of Pain's trying to go for a nullifier here. Still needs 2,000 gold, and we'll try to farm our way through that top lane to be able to pick it up. The rest of her team frantically farming cautiously on their side. It certainly feels like Vici Gaming are in total control of this one at the moment. Happy to just kind of wait behind 11, their battering ram.
Yeah, so they're threatening tier 2 tower on the bottom. Newbee can't really defend that. They have a vision around it, but they don't want to risk anything. They know if they lose a fight, they're going to lose a game. Queen of Pain, buyback status says no. Only one who has a buyback is actually Enchantress and Bounty on the other side. So yeah, they're threatening the tier 3 towers because they know if they get a kill, they're just going to finish the game from here. And they have Underworld ulti in 15 seconds, but the top lane is going to get pushed. Look at this.
Wow, look at that. It's already in the base. It's just that might be actually almost a dead tier 3 if no one gets there to defend it. Our Uberlord friend already used his ulti. Still had a couple more seconds before it was going to be up. And SCCC is just still going to work in there. All right, nice pull of attention here from Newbee. They're trying to extend their life as much as they can.
They want to use this Aegis and Cheese on Tiny. I mean, Tiny is sitting on 3.1k HP. Even if he uses Cheese, it doesn't fill him up to 100%.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's got a big diet.
It's just a cheese string. It's not mozzarella.
Yeah.
I mean, cheese string is actually mozzarella. What am I talking about?
It's Gouda. Are they going to smoke? They're hanging around? Oh, no. They're going to Uber themselves the other side of the world. To the bottom lane they go. And Radiant, possibly an invade.
Yeah, Radiant knows what's up. They already used the scan. It's being pinged out.
Newbee pretty privy here, trying to extend things out, but it can't help but feel like, you know, they're the team that is on the back foot for sure. And it's going to take splitting the hairs of these lanes and doing some sort of side pressure antics until they can like pull things together. Looking at KP, and you know, this Enchantress, she's got some decent swing power, but she's still pretty damn frail. One heavy combo coming out from like, Paparazzi, from Tiny and such, she's still in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, she needs to be careful about the positioning. The problem is they can easily kite around Knights. They have Underlord with Aegis, so you should be careful about using that rage. You have a Lion with the Yule Scepter, so he can't really just go in. They can definitely not kill Razor nor Tiny. They need to fully commit Queen of Pain ulti, Sanking ulti, plus Infest to actually get down Razor or Tiny before they pop a BKB.
That's just to get like one of them though, and then you have like another big boy, and you got the Underlord there. Vici Gaming are getting pretty fat at this point. But a move from Newbee. Scouting out this mid lane a bit. Nearby is Ori. I don't think he's been spotted out. Still holds that cheese. Greaves now completed on 11. Even more survivability for him. It looks like Newbee changed course and will begin to migrate their way up through the top lane. But look at Vici trailing behind.
That's a successful scan,
Yep.
but only on illusion. So 2 more minutes until Queen of Pain has a buyback. She doesn't have a goal though. She fully committed to Nullifier. Level 25 talent, Scream of Pain. That's a game changer. Like if you want to blow up people, it's good for defending the base.
Can't help but feel like Newbee are sweating a bit though. They are able to kind of keep things going. But Vici are just going to continue to try to push these lanes back out. And what's this? Aeon Disc coming together here for Kaka too.
Yeah, getting really close. Most of the sanking these days either by Force Staff into Aeon Disc. It's not very common to go for the old build Blink Force Yules. So he has it now. Lion is also winning one, getting closer to it. Fate getting caught.
He dies harder than a creep, man.
Yeah, but that's a big kill. He's what, level 15, 50 seconds for him. So that they can actually go for tier 3s now.
He's worth so little, but yep, taking him out means if Vici were trying to clump together and make a big push, they don't have to worry about that static storm. But they aren't going to follow through with any heavy push through the bottom lane. It looks like they're just going to kind of clean house through the woods and make a total migration all the way up and through the mid. Get rid of the big bird. And just continue to try to keep Newbee with their backs against the walls. I'm almost stuck indoors here.
I mean, Lifestealer can't get any bigger. Even if he finishes this AC, it's not going to change too much. His level 25 talent is not that strong against the heroes that Vici Gaming has. So that's a Tiny with full heart.
Gross.
Where's the cheese?
So
I think he might sold the cheese.
What? You can't do that. No, cheese is on Underlord.
Okay, it's on Underlord.
Yeah.
Because he had it. Also,
he's
there is a refresher orb on Razor, so that's
oh, he finished
10-second BKB, yeah.
Ooh.
Because it dropped a lot. Plus, that's a second ulti. I mean, if they just win a fight, they will win a game.
Do you think they even give him a refresher shard if they happen to take Roche down again? God, that would be a party.
Fit for a queen.
Okay, here we go. Moves being made. Newbee pounce onto 11. He's got that cheese, but he's not going to be able to get it off.
Burst there by
just insta burst. Still possibly looking to find it out. Ori jumps right back in. The Sonic Wave to fly out. Mugi eating a lot of damage. Good finish coming in from Lan and blasts him down with the finger. Next could be, and it will be, the takedown of SCCC. Is this going to be the beginning of the end here? It looks like it could be. Buybacks now forced out. Queen of Pain back into action here. Vici Gaming, they could walk away with a huge, huge advantage if they like, or they could try to end it out. And it looks like they're going to rotate down to the bottom lane. Start smacking away at a tier 3.
Yeah, that was a nice focus on Underlord. They used the Nullifier, so he couldn't use the cheese. They blow him up, but the problem is that Lifestealer does not have a buyback.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Vici Gaming probably doesn't know about it, so they don't want to commit. They're just going to take a shrine and probably wait for the next Roche.
Does it have buyback? Because got that Hyperstone, it looked like.
That's a long Roche respawn time, almost 3 minutes.
Yeah, they're pinging it now. They're probably going to go scout it out, but like you said, it's a long one. Vici Gaming seemed like a kind of a team that might play it as safe as possible here. And they're just going to wait out for that Roche, get that shard, and then use all that to be able to try to go for the home run here. But this lead, as you can see, continues to fall on down. They're getting close to 20K of a net worth advantage. This one got out of hand real fast.
Yeah, even Underlord is building Eon Disc. That item is so good as a fifth, or we want to call it fourth item, let's say, on a support, especially against these big burst damage. They have what? Queen of Pain ulti. They have Sanking. They have a Life Stealer. Good way to keep you alive in these fights.
So what made the Aeon Disc just become so popular? I know the recent change was just kind of nerfing or making the cooldown a little bit better.
Yeah, well, the cooldown and the percentage, 80 to 70%, it's a really big change. Especially for the supports who buy mana boots, you can just disassemble it, and for 2K gold you get it.
Okay, Faith is gone. Another quick takedown of the little guy. It's okay though, he's a TI champion.
Yeah.
So not gonna be hard on him.
So they're still waiting for the Roche to spawn. Maybe you're gonna see that Razor with Refresher,
that would
Orb
be
Shard.
Pop off 3 ultis at once just to really put the exclamation point on this game. But again, methodical play from Vici Gaming here. Hitting off each tick box as they take down the shrine. Still a tier 2 in that top lane if they'd like to get it, but they see an opportunity to go for some venison. Oh my god, toss her up and down one more time. She is done for. Potential follow-up play. There's the Hex, but he's able to make it indoors. Like sharks in the water here. Vici Gaming swimming the outside of the base of Newbee. And now they'll make that move in for the tier 2. The chokehold is coming here from Vici.
Yep, they're not letting it go. I mean, when it's time to finish the game, it's time to finish it. But they want the Roche illusions in the pit. They're not. I guess they're not gonna risk it until
They're
go
gonna
for
go all the way
Roche.
bottom. Maybe they want to get the secret shop. That's why, right? Huh? Invis rune here. Landon will take it. And yeah, it looks like they're just gonna cut straight across here. Newbee are moving to that direction. Are they going to be able to maybe get some vision down to be able to spot this one out? Looks like Kaka's able to get there to quickly drop at least one.
Oh man, this line is so farmed. Yule Scepter, Eon Disc, Blink, Ultimate Orb plus almost 3,000 gold.
Oof. Hard move in, or he smacks Faith apart. And that boy had been spanked. 0 and 14. It's just not looking good for that guy. If he had a baseball card and you flipped it over, it would be really rough to look at. God damn, that guy dies a lot. But this is an opening now for Vici Gaming. Right into the pit, and this should be smooth sailing for him. I really got to question, like, what do Newbee do at this point? It really feels like Vici Gaming are going to have everything they could ask for.
Yeah, it feels like it's impossible to throw away this lead. I mean, it's Dota, anything can happen, but considering how Vici is playing this game, they don't want to rush anything, and now it's time to try to close it.
Let's see how they go about it here. Trying to split the difference as best they can. There is a pretty heavy push coming in that top lane. 4 range creeps worth will have to be addressed. It looks like there's Ori to do that. But, you know, all in good time. Bottom lane, a move to be made here. Lanham's Aeon Disc shrugs off the trouble. Mugi.
Oh, nice save there by Sanking, or maybe not.
Nope. Oh no. He gets caught within the trees. They're going to look to take him down. He tries to burrow himself away, but
well,
nope.
He saved Life Stealer.
Yeah.
Lion would just stun, cancel the TP. This way, Sanking is going to have a buyback in 2 gold.
Nice. And to the bottom lane we go for Vici Gaming. This seems to be the big battering ram push. What can Newbee do to stop it here? SCCC makes his rotation back inside the base, and this looks to be it. Already the tier 3 have been taken down. Mugi begins a swing in here, looking to go on to 11-11, going to be forced to the low ground. Jump in from Ori. He's looking to go for Faith or someone. Doesn't get quite caught up in anything yet. Locked inside with the ulti, not eating too much damage. Gobbles down that cheese. It's so good. He gets his life all back, and they're going to take Mugi down no problem. He's going to be forced to buy back here. 2 buybacks now committed from Newbee. No heavy damage onto the base just yet with that Fortify coming out. Ori in a bit of trouble, though. Shrugging it off with the BKB. Turns around to smack it apart here. Can't quite go for the finish. Mugi also can't quite find good focus. Has to jump into the back of SCCC here. Now potential onto Paparazzi. That's just going to be his first life, though. Kaka out of this one for good. This rack's also going to be done for. Is this it? Is the towel going to be thrown in from Newbee? Vici Gaming lose no one and just make their move right to the mid lane.
There it is. Refresher shard, refresher orb on a race. Just pop it.
Use it. Oh my god. Faith adds another one to the death column. Mugi moving in. This feels like dire straits right now. Swinging away, hoping to God they'll be able to somehow get Vici out of this one, but Vici just easily turned their attention right to SCCC and say, get the hell out of here. They put him down for good. He has no buyback at all. Certainly this has got to be the beginning of the end here for Newbee. Vici Gaming able to shrug off what was a very awkward early laning phase, and, well, they muscle their way to nearly a 40K gold advantage and a sweep of all 3 racks, or all 3 sets of racks, rather.
Yeah, I think they could have closed this game 10 minutes before. They just didn't want to risk anything. There it is, double G drop means Vici Gaming actually taking this.
The victory out of there. Let's just get the hell out. We already got the win. And that is going to do it. 42-25, your final score. Over a 40K net worth advantage. Vici Gaming, get it done. I know Newbee was one of the favorable Chinese teams coming into this tournament. Vici Gaming maybe kind of looked over a little bit. Was that the outcome we were really expecting, though, going into this match?
Well, I said 60-40 for Newbee, but I also said that Vici Gaming is gonna finish, I think, top 3 this tournament.
Really?
Yeah, so no surprise there. They've been playing really well. Like, if you look at Ori, he was the playmaking hero that they needed. Once he got the Blink Dagger, all those back tosses, there's a huge chemistry between them. They know what to do when the timings are right. They take objectives. They don't want to risk. Like, I could even say that they were a little pussied out at one point. They could have finished the game, but they did not want to risk anything, which is great for them.
Considering the struggle, though, in the early laning phase, and they had to continue to shuffle it about, and 11 just getting blasted every opportunity he was going to the lane. Was it just mostly on the Tiny getting the Blink Dagger, able to kind of pull them back into it, or what else was it that prevented Newbee from taking such a huge advantage in the laning phase and just continuing to coast through the rest of the game?
I mean, it's an Underlord. The way the lane started was in favor of Newbee. They started to swap manually without the TPs, and after that it was just a disaster for Underlord. That's how we play against the hero. Like, you just shut him down early so he doesn't have any items to fight in the mid game.
All right, well, that will wrap things up for heat number 5 here at DAC 2018. We'll cut to a break. When we come back, though, it's time to get into heat number 6. We'll see you for that one.